Variety Film Awards editor Clayton Davis recently spoke to Amanda Seyfried about working with David Fincher on his old Hollywood examination of Citizen Kane, one of the greatest films ever made. She also exclusively shares with Variety that she has sent in her recording of Popular from the hit musical Wicked, which is being produced by Universal Pictures and helmed by In the Heights director Jon M. They began by clarifying the correct pronunciation of her last name.
If you're looking at it, you take the E's out. Seyfried.
Seyfried.
But that's only how I say it. It doesn't end here. The buck doesn't stop here. You can say it like God knows how it was first pronounced, in German.
You don't know where it originated, so we're just going to start there.
I don't know. It could have been Siegfried at one point, Things evolve over time, and I don't know where it started, but I know that I say Seyfried, and I know that my sister says Seyfried.
To go with the sister, then we'll stick with the family.
No, we're gonna go with the way I say it because I win.
Always. Well, let's talk about you celebrating more winning for yourself, an Oscar nomination.
Yeah, it's.
Can you? If
I didn't.
2 of 4 Mean Girls are now Oscar nominated. We're working through them very, very quickly. That's life goal.
Yeah, it wasn't really. You can't have goals like that because if you more often than not will be disappointed. And I do not like to be disappointed. No one does, right? Yeah. So you go along, and then you get an opportunity like David Fincher calling, and all eyes are on him all the time anyway. And I'm not trying to take away my the work and just the presence of mind and all that. I'm just saying, like, when David Fincher does anything, people are watching. And so, the first step was really to get into his good graces and be a part of the world that he created. And then I can do the best work I can do with him. So I'm super, super grateful that all this good stuff for me in my career and performance is happening surrounding this masterpiece that he made.
Can you take me back to March 15th on Oscar nomination morning? Did you watch, or did someone call you? What were you doing?
So I was deliberately not putting my phone, keeping my phone on silent. It's always on silent anyway. I was going to...
Wait, hold on. Is that why you don't text me back when I'm texting you and saying, yo, what up? Like,
silent.
Yeah. All right. I get it now.
Everything is on silent. I made that decision years ago, and it's been the best decision I ever made. The only thing that's not on silent is my midwife, who at one point I was a doula. I mean, I was training with her. And my brother-in-law, because at one day he babysat my daughter, and my mother. So if my phone is not on silent, it's still on silent. Anyway, yeah. That's a good trick. I get no notifications, but yeah, no, that's true. But anyway, I didn't put my alarm on, and I didn't want the first person to tell me good or bad news to be my publicist. I wanted my mom to be able to deliver whatever was going to be delivered. And because she lives with us, she's our nanny. And I will take all the sleep I can get. After my son feeds in the morning around like 7, we both take a nap. And so she woke me up. And with good news.
I know, yeah. Wait, was it screaming, or she was just like, Amanda?
She had her phone up to her ear with my publicist. Who called her because she couldn't get in touch with me. See what I did there?
Yeah.
And she's like, you got it. And I woke up, I was like, I think it was like 8:30 in the morning. I was like, because you never know, you're sleeping. So nothing matters. You're not conscious.
Yeah.
So any news that comes in and out is just brand new. Like, there's no thought. And so that was special. That was really special. It was very nice to be able to talk about. Listen, I've been talking about this movie forever. I'm sitting here on April 5th when, this whole campaign season is usually over by, a mile. And it's okay to be talking about it because and I got to talk about that whole day. Right. I think, Variety, Deadline, and Hollywood Reporter. And it's just like, it's nice to talk about something you care about and that you're proud of. And it's a person that really existed, and we got to reshape her legacy. And that's like a whole other thing. That's a whole nother level to this whole award season.
Oh, it's awesome. We're all so happy for you. Like, you know, especially like, you know, we followed your career for a while, you know, such a long time, and you've really dipped into such different roles than kind of what people have known you for. Obviously, we always, like, publicly, probably in the mass hysteria, we start with Mean Girls. But, you know, as of late, you know, you get into working with Paul Schrader, and then, you know, now David Fincher. I mean, like, you're going for it. What do you find yourself really attracted to these days in terms of roles? Or are you just kind of looking for anything that's just going to speak to you?
It changes. I mean, it's gotten a little more specific as I've gotten older and as I've played more roles, but I want to be in the hands of a great director. And I think the script is obviously where it all starts, right? I mean, it's the basis of the whole project, the whole story. It's how the story is told. It has to be interesting, at least to the point where it makes sense, but it brings you in. And I hate reading. I'm an Audible person. And so, you know, I know within the first 10 pages of the script's going to be something that I want to be a part of. And the older I get, the better the roles are, which didn't used to be true. Once you have a baby, it's like you're not the ingenue anymore. And, you know, it's different now. I get to play mothers who are innately more interesting to me. And now it's just about making sure it's worth my time being away from kids for a full day, you know. But yeah, I mean, you have somebody like Paul Schrader and he sends you a script and you're like, this is what is this? It's Paul Schrader. That's all you have to say. I had some questions about that script. I was also pregnant. And when I told him that I was pregnant, he was like, this is even better. You're really going to be pregnant. And, you know, it's a meeting of the minds really at the end of the day. Like if you understand their story, their passion for the story and the way they're going to tell it, you're going to want to be a part of it. And that will hold true for the rest of my career, no matter how many children I have. I'm stopping at 2, but yeah. And also the whole thing about a career, right, is the only thing I wanted, my only full goal was to continue working until I'm dead, whenever that may be. And so in order to help that be true, to solidify that, is to hide in different roles and keep people guessing.
Well, I like the strategy. Just gonna keep popping through different movies and genres until. Yeah.
And if a Mamma Mia 3 comes along, yes. I've been campaigning for Wicked for 5 years. You know,
Amanda, I literally talked about that like 2 years ago. I was like, guys, you need to jump on Amanda. Like
I was saying the same thing.
Like clock's ticking here because
when I got pregnant the second time, I finished Mank and then it was the pandemic, so I used that time to do voice lessons Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and also to help me breathe with the filling of the body.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've never been more ready to hit those notes and let us be glad. You know what I mean? I will sing to you. But yeah, no, it's there's things that you will always be attached to and want to do no matter how old you get. If they still haven't made Wicked by the time I'm 50, then fine, I'll let it go. But there are other things that just pop in and like scripts that come in and change your life. And you're like, I have to be part of this. You know, some things you know and some things you don't. And you have to kind of go with the flow and the momentum. And you can't control everything.
Can I ask you, who do you want to do Wicked with? Who's your dream co-star?
For a while, it was Anna Kendrick because I thought that her Elphaba book would be really solid. And, you know, I sing the high notes and she can sing, she can be the alto. She can be like she's an incredible singer. I mean, she's the only one I can really. I mean, at one point it was Anne Hathaway too. I was like, well, obviously, the Elphaba.
I thought you and Samantha Barks for a long time.
Oh, well, that was the original. I mean, I remember driving. I was driving in my car with Samantha in LA right when she had moved there, and I was like, can we sing For Good? Because I have the karaoke right here, and I put it on.
You guys did your carpool karaoke without
Yeah, I was like,
the camera present?
True. I mean, Samantha Barks' voice, there's nobody else like Samantha Barks. But that was the original idea. And then you think of all these other people that you would want to work with, and Samantha's my number one. Because her voice, I mean, there's nobody better. There's no better singer in the world, I think. And she sang, of course, I was not ready for Glinda at that point. It was years ago, maybe like 8 years ago, but it was still, it's really fun to sing with her.
I'm so mad that this happened somewhere in the universe and we were just sitting around.
I know, like right.
Not even paying attention. Like right now, Amanda and Samantha Barks are just driving in the street, just singing.
Oh, her voice. I miss it.
I know.
So much.
All right, so listen, it's right here. It's out there. Amanda wants it. Let's make it happen. Like right now. It's gonna happen.
Oh my God, John Chu's directing it. He's
coming off In the Heights. It's a good
oh my God, I can't wait. I cannot. I'm a musicals for my whole life.
Yeah.
In fact, my mom and I just drove up from Georgia. I was in Georgia for a while because my husband's working there, and we drove the kids through Virginia and Pennsylvania, and we decided that it was going to be Hamilton. As soon as Hamilton the whole way again.
Let me ask you some more stuff about this award season, and obviously in relation to Mank. I'll talk Wicked with you all day long, by the way, for the rest of my life. But with Mank, obviously this is the longest award season in history. We're all exhausted.
I honestly don't know how you do it.
I mean, talking to people like you gets me through it. It's we're pretty okay. No, but like, longest award season, you're doing all this press, you had a baby in the pandemic, you're dealing with the pandemic. Now as we turn the corner, I think, of the pandemic, right? I think we can say we're turning the corner. What do you feel most appreciative of? Like, what have you learned about yourself, or just like that one kind of life lesson? I mean, everyone kind of has their own interpretation of it. I
mean, I imagine it's similar. I mean, it's to what you probably, I'm not to put words in your mouth, but you have no choice but to really look around you and see what you have. It's blinding. The things that we forget, the things that we look past every day when we're going about our work and about our lives and feeding the kids, and you actually had so much time to really look around you, like every fiber of your life and what you've built, and if you choose to see it in a good way, in a positive way, which is hopefully more than us, then it's I think it was very grounding, and I'm very present for the most part. I mean, as stressed as I am with normal life, with kids and babies and not sleeping, it's also like, yeah, okay, this is a phase, but I'll never get that year back. And now I really know what I need to see in order to feel sane and to feel grateful. Because I have the choice, right, to whine or to feel like I'm grateful, and I yeah. That has been made clear to me that I have a lot to be grateful for, and how dare I?
Glass is half full. Like, we definitely have that glass is half full mentality.
Yeah, especially with vaccines too. It's like I'm so grateful for science. I just love science so much. Yeah. Yeah,
it's been a rough time, but like I said, we're turning the corner. It feels good.
Yeah.
I have a few fun questions for you. because this is a movie about classic cinema. And let me preface this: doesn't mean you're eliminating the actress from history. Just a fun little thing. Is there a classic movie you would have loved to like star in if you were alive during the era of the 30s and 40s? That you were like, I would have wanted that role, and give that a shot.
The Philadelphia Story. She's just
Hepburn.
badass.
It's my favorite Katharine Hepburn performance.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Same. I mean, just I don't know, the way she walks through the world. Those guys, this just fucking cool. And also a movie that I've been able to watch over and over again, not like from teenagehood, not, it wasn't easy to watch black and white movies when I was a teenager, even though my dad had them on all the time. It was not as interesting to me, and then that made it interesting. I mean, there were other movies too, but that was the thing. That was the actress. That she was the actress. She was the person that I was just like, I don't think I could ever do that.
That'd be a really fun role for you. I thought, because I always I cast my own people in movies sometimes. I would have loved to see you in like in All About Eve.
Oh boy. I'm so sad that I missed that. Gillian Anderson and Lily James. Yeah. Ugh. I'm like, it's funny. Yeah. I mean, when I was younger, maybe, but I'm like in the middle of those two.
You're right there.
Where do I go?
Like kind of last question I want to wrap up with. When you look back now with this time, and I'm a very big advocate for allowing people who get Oscar nominated to tell you it's okay to feel like you're super happy and you're stoked about this. It's like the best time ever, in your life. And, this is so exciting for you. When you look back at this, like, your kids are older and they're going to see that their mom got nominated for an Academy Award. Why do you act? I guess that's the big thing. When you look back, you say, why did I become an actor? What can you tell them? What will you tell them?
So tough. I was just at home. I was just in Pennsylvania at my childhood home looking through books that I had written because we had a publishing company in the basement of our elementary school. And I found one that I did when I was in 5th grade called talking about the catnip freak. And it was about my cat. On the back page, it said I wanted to be an actress. And I was like, okay, so I knew that at 10. I was sure about that at 10. And I'm thinking it hasn't really changed. Because I was thinking about that. I was like, God, I really did know, didn't I? I think it was a way to tell stories and to disappear and bring people in with you. It's like my sister had this thing about going to magic school at nighttime when we would fall asleep, and she would say, I'll see you in magic school. I'm going to bring you. We're going to go to the closet and we're going to go to a magic school in the middle of the night. She would go and I'd wake up and be like, you didn't take me. You forgot. Every day she would say, you didn't wake up. I had to go without you. And I knew it wasn't true, but to dive into that world, to dive into the imagination and really create your own safe place, it's just something that I'm never going to take for granted. And I think that's the part of our child selves that we can stay connected to with our imaginations. And it doesn't die if you don't let it. And I feel like I always get to work with my imagination as an actor. That's where I go. That's how I explore these people, these real life people, or these made up, these fictional characters. And there are no consequences. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm mostly unscathed, depending on the scene. The fact that I can play a cop, or I haven't played a cop yet, but see, it's my mom. That's why it went off. I just think it's such a beautiful way to create and express yourself. And I love getting to share that with the people. I love getting to tell stories. I just even like seeing my daughter with the Easter Bunny yesterday. It just the effect you can have on people can be really extraordinary. I certainly fell in love with movies and TV and characters and stories when I was that age. And it helped me it helped me cope, subconsciously with whatever was going on. I'd put on Romeo and Juliet and I'd watch that love story unfold again, and again. And it's as cathartic for me to watch as it is to be in and to create and to be part of that. And it's just like, yeah, there's nothing better. Things come close for me for sure. I consider myself to be a fiber artist because I guess that's the category. Mm-hmm. And it feels really good. It's really therapeutic. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's more for me than it is for anybody else. And in terms of the acting, it could be half and half. And I think my daughter's an actor.
What, you know it already? Like, she's like...
Yeah, and it's like, I get it. It totally makes sense. It scares me, but it's also like, I totally get it. Of course she is.
Yeah.
She's an actor. It's in her bones. Yeah. I mean, look at her father. He's just dancing around the house. Put that in your head.
Amanda, I love when good things happen to good people.
Thanks.
You're one of the good people. Yeah. I have now. I'd like to thank you for giving me the mission to make sure you're in Wicked. I will be pitching very quickly to have you and Samantha Barks on, so we can reenact this carpool karaoke.
I am ready now. She is perfect. I am ready.
You're ready now. You feel like, how many years ago was this? The conversation?
8 years ago, probably.
8, really that long ago?
Maybe more.
Really?
I cannot believe how much time has passed.
Oh, you and Samantha, it's going to happen. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be the best. It's going to be the best movie of the year. I can't wait. You're gonna be in Wicked. Like, I will personally not watch it or do anything with Oscar campaigning unless Amanda's in it. That's going to be my declaration.
Thank you.
Have you ever hung out with Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, by the way?
No. I mean, Kristen, I've met a bajillion times. I've never met Idina Menzel.
So we're gonna have you guys do it, and then they're gonna sit in the back seat, and then you're just gonna drive around somewhere.
It's so funny. I already sent my my popular to John Chu. John Chu and everybody at Universal. Like, I've literally sent.
You're ready. No, it's not stupid. It's great. Like, go after it. If you want it, you go get it.
I see someone. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I know.
You keep giving me these little notes. Like, I'm going to ask you just to sing me a whole song, but it's fine. I won't make you do that. It's fine. But if you feel like me,
you can feel my enthusiasm.
I got
thank you, and welcome to
the West Coast. Not officially yet, but I hope to one day see you in 3D.
Are you not going to the Oscars?
No. I mean, no. Because no one can really go. There's going to be some version of it. But listen, you have a great time there. We'll be cheering you on. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time.
Wouldn't it be funny if there was an earthquake during the Oscars?
No. Oh my God, that'd be terrible.
I'm bringing my satellite phone.
Are you? Just because you're just ready?
Wouldn't it be really? That's actually, I'm going to bring my satellite phone.
Can you like, it'll be hilarious though when they like name your category and they're like, Amanda, and they say your name and then they show your Oscar clip and they always cut to you. I want you to just pick up your satellite phone and just like mimic.
No, when I lose, I'll pick up my satellite phone and call my husband. It'd be really funny because they always show the losers for so long.
First of all, you don't even know that you're going to lose. This is the most wide open race ever. Unprecedented year brings unprecedented results.
I think it's going to be you.
I mean,
but and she won the SAG award. She won the SAG award last night.
She did.
This was her first award.
She did, but
Maria got this Critics' Choice.
Yep.
You got the SAG award. Olivia already got the Oscar. Glenn.
Listen, you don't know.
Has Glenn ever gotten an Oscar?
Glenn? No, she's 0 for 8 right now. Well, this will be 8 if she doesn't win for this. Will be 0 for 8. Listen, go back to here. I'll give you a little Oscar trivia to go back to. Go back to Marcia Gay Harden and Pollock, 2001. She won her Oscar and she wasn't nominated for a Globe, SAG, BAFTA, nothing beforehand.
Oh my God.
And she beat Kate Hudson, Frances McDormand, Julie Walters,
Kate
and Billy
Hudson?
Elliot. Almost Famous.
Almost, of course. Yeah. I was like, what was that?
Yeah.
Who? Frances McDormand?
Almost Famous. Julie Walters, Billy Elliot,
Oh my God.
and Judi Dench in Chocolat. That was that year. So get ready. Oscar shockers, they happen, and we love to see them. So don't
Yeah. What's the deal with Carrie?
listen. You don't know. You don't
Who
know.
let Viola Davis won?
Viola Davis won, and that also unprecedented. We've never had a different actress nominate win at every single award show. Everyone's going to walk in with like literally one televised award.
Yeah.
It's open, so be ready.
I guess what would be nice is if every Academy Award nominated person got like something gold to put on their, because it means almost as much.
She had like rings, every ring for every nomination that like you get. But then if you're Meryl Streep, you just can't like open your fingers.
Well, you just have to get more fingers.
Yeah, it's just
That's Amanda Seyfried, Oscar-nominated star of Mank, currently streaming on Netflix.